Hi guys, Sean's back. Sorry I haven't been streaming lately. I've been having trouble with the internet, but I got this game. It's basically called Maneater. So you play a shark. You'll see as I play through. I've already played through once, but I thought I'd bring you a completely new playthrough. Hey Storm, how are you? I will be bringing you more of the Jurassic World gameplay. I've now got all of the add-ons for it as well, and all the dinosaur packs. I did it in the end, but I bought them in bulk. So I think the pack for all of the extra missions and levels and stuff like that was £33, and then I paid $9.90 something for the $9.99 for the extra dinosaurs. But I will bring you gameplay on that. But obviously, I'm going to focus on this now. It's called Maneater, so obviously.
Meanwhile, aboard the Cajun Queen, Pierre LeBlanc, known by his fellow anglers as Scaly Pete.
Daddy hunted sharks. I hunt sharks. It's in the blood. There was somebody better at this, you be following down, yeah? Oh, people got a lot of wrong ideas about sharks. Scientists say we gotta coexist. Now, how you gonna coexist with that shark, huh? Shark just wanna do one thing. That's kill you, eat you, and you out. What I do, I consider a sacred honor. Kill them all if I could. Too bad, ain't but 24 hours to a day.
Shark spotted in Fatik body. Several deaths reported. Shark can be identified by rusty harpoon embedded in flank.
Get the f*** out of my way. Got a job to do.
This is an adult.
Yeah, I'm well, thank you, Storm. How are you? How's
fierce,
yourself?
And armed quite literally to the teeth, she has little to fear here in the Gulf.
So let's get started. This is obviously it's a bull shark, or it's known as. Obviously, you got a guy that will sort of talk through the course of the game, giving you like a narrative, really.
Through its watery world.
Obviously, you have to eat to gain
Predator's 350
experience to then level up your shark. This isn't the first shark. This isn't your main shark. This is literally just like a sort of a tutorial, and then you start using your shark, the one that I will obviously have to work with and build up, because this is obviously an adult form. You start as a baby. Fantastic game though, horribly addictive, but it's beautiful. Like, the levels are stunning. Like, obviously I can move around, I can do what I need to do, but obviously, as I said, this is just a tutorial about what sort of stuff you can do.
Exhibiting behavior more common to a thresher shark, this bull makes creative use of her powerful tail.
It's just sort of, it takes you through what you can
shark
and can
fin is
do.
a sinister reminder to humans that the ocean remains a wild and untamed domain.
As you can see, I've already played this before, so I know exactly what I'm looking at and what I'm doing.
The bull performs an acrobatic
I'm just
feat
doing
worthy
everything
of
it's
an
asking me
orca,
to do, because then
cruelly
we go straight into
imprisoned
the
and put on
game.
display in a marine park stunt show. The bull's speed is astounding for a large marine predator.
As I say, you pretty much consume as you go, because it gives you different types of points. Obviously later on, as you'll see, when we progress. Because it's going to be a long stream, I'm going to go for like an hour, 2 hours. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. Like, obviously I saw it on YouTube myself and just decided, yeah, do you know what? I think I'm going to buy it. Yeah, well worth it. I think it was 34 to buy. But yeah, definitely worth it.
A breaching shark is a rare and calorie-intensive spectacle.
I won't eat anybody just yet. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, Storm. This gameplay, this game is just, this game is actually stunning. Like, not only visually, but obviously the way you play it as well is really clever. There we go. So that's the tutorial. And obviously all the detail, like the way the shark moves, the way it eats, everything about it is brilliant. Alright, here we go. So now we got to start killing humans. Oh, I love it. I just love this game. This will be my second playthrough. I just love this game. Grab them, drag them down. That's what I tend to do. Still got to kill one more person yet. You can breach on land. You can go on land. Not permanently, but because obviously you will run out of oxygen eventually.
Quite unusual for a shark.
But yeah, no, it's
That shark needs a good whack on their nose. Go get him, Chad.
obviously you will get hunters. I'm now going to have to fight these hunters.
How you doing there, shark?
But yeah, that's fantastic. I've got to destroy the boats, but obviously I advise you take out the hunters on the boat first, because obviously the shark can do so much, but against machine guns it's not so easy. I tend to rip them clean off the boats, because then it just makes life simpler. Definitely not. Definitely not.
She's putting up a fight for sure.
Yeah, no, this game is definitely not family friendly. I do recommend it though, if I'm honest. I love this style of like. Well, I was watching the Meg with Jason Statham, and it just reminds me of this game, so I thought I'd, now the internet's working again, I thought I'd bring you guys a playthrough of me playing the Meg, in a sense. Because you will get to, you start off as an infant, and you actually work your way up to Megalodon, as you grow and do things to grow in size. I am quite aggressive when it comes to playing this game, if I'm honest. But you have to be on this game. But the way it's clever, because the way they do it is you'll have someone narrating through the game, and it's basically they make it out to be like a documentary, but they're following that guy that you saw talking a moment ago, Scaly Pete, it's like they're following him in a documentary style gameplay. It's weird, but obviously you play the shark.
I ain't afraid no more. Catch me this shark myself. Oh, look at them teeth.
So it basically follows this guy.
She gonna make quite a mantelpiece. Got us some dinner coming, boys.
That's it. Game over.
Let's get her up on deck, huh?
On board the Cajun Queen, Scaly Pete looks over the catch of the day.
Yeah, this my daddy's iron, all right. But this ain't the shark. Not the one I was looking for.
How do you know?
How I know? Not big enough. This look like a mega to you? Oh, well, looky here.
Yeah, no. So this is me. I'm the baby shark. So obviously you start off as a child and you grow, but you grow by eating, because obviously you gain experience, things like that.
Next time I see it.
And then you obviously, sharks, I don't know like actual information on it, but sharks are obviously very vengeful creatures if you cause them any real issues.
The tiny pup responds.
And so obviously you basically, you start tracking his move, finding out, keeping an eye on him sort of thing, and eventually it comes to a head where you have to face off against him. Typical gameplay, but there's loads of different types of shark. It's a fantastic game, absolutely fantastic game. You will see I am very ruthless in this game. I will eat everything I come into contact with. Obviously if it's bigger than me, I tend to try and avoid it until I'm bigger. Then I will. So this is me. I am now a baby. So I'm absolutely tiny.
Once posited that after an animal had tasted human flesh,
obviously, as you can see, that's where he cut me. So obviously, you can tell who I am. He can tell who I am. But obviously, you have to be really, really careful because there are other creatures in this. Like, because this area is just one of actually, I'll give you a second, and I will actually show you. So the map is massive. Each area is different. All different areas. Obviously, we start in here in Fatwick Bayou, and you work your way around, which is a good game. Very good game. So, but there's loads to do as well. There's absolutely tons to do because as you have to grow. Yes, there are whales. You have to go up against sperm whales. There are orcas, mako sharks, hammerhead sharks, great whites. There's a whole array of different types of sea life or marine life. Like over there, I think that is a hunted animal, where you can see that triangle. Obviously, I'm not big enough to go for it yet. So you have to, in the first couple of. And the first few,
provides a brief respite from the stern
until you level up, get to a teen stage, so you get bigger, you tend to have to choose your prey very carefully. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. So this is all like obviously what you can do. You can upgrade the jaw, head, fins, body, tail. You get different organ types. Obviously, this is an advanced sonar which allows me to track my prey. And obviously, as you can see there, to upgrade it, it costs 2,000. So any animal with that symbol next to it, I eat it and I absorb information, like obviously points, and that's how you evolve and
Exhibiting
grow.
behavior more common to whales and dolphins.
So obviously now I've started getting quests, things that I have to do. So
prey.
I'm now going to start hunting catfish to try and grow. With these ones you have to be careful because these will attack. This style of fish will attack you. So it's a case of going in and out, attacking when you can. As you can see, my levels are, I'm level 1 at the moment, and that will grow as I advance through. But yeah, no, as I say, it's a fantastic, fantastic game. I've lost hours to this game. I think I got to a mega shark in a day when I actually got the game, which was yesterday. I got the game, and I'm already mega shark in my other profile. But I thought I'll bring you guys some gameplay so you can see me play the game. So now we have to be really, really careful here because I know for a fact that there are crocs about, alligators. There it is. No. Yeah, it's a fairly open world. Obviously, there's only so far you can travel about. But the game is massive, yeah. No, it's a massive game world. Oh, yeah, sorry, I just have to, see, until I'm stronger, I need to avoid these gators, because these gators will just kill you. If they grab you, they will take you into a death roll. Grand eat everything. Yeah, but you have to be very sort of smart with what you do in the game. It's not just about eating everything you come into contact with. You obviously have missions which give you XP, which allow you to advance quicker. Because obviously at the minute I am vulnerable, because I'm obviously only a baby. So you obviously get things you have to collect as well. So I collect these and it gives me mutagens. And obviously you'll need those mutagens later on. No. I just don't want one of them grabbing me, because if it grabs me it will take me into a death roll. And death rolls at this size are not easy to get out of. So obviously I have to in, out, attack, collect my prey and get out again. But obviously, as I said, it's all about leveling up. So certain types of fish will, like this fish, will instantly try and attack you every chance it gets. So it's a case of in, out. Similar to boxing, you obviously you get in, you attack, you get out again. Once you're bigger, as you'll find out in a little while, because I will do, as I said, I'll do a couple of hours of gameplay for you guys. Once you see that, once I get to the teen stage, close towards getting towards adult, I will just go pure ferocity. I will attack. Because obviously at the minute I'm only a pup, so my jaw strength isn't that big. So,
abundance of catfish, which is just fine.
As you can see, I'm now a pup, so I've gotten bigger. Not by much, but I've got bigger. So obviously now I will see what other missions I've got to do, so I've got to go and destroy that. But as I said, heavy, this is the map, so it's large, it's a vast map. It's every part of it you have to travel. So obviously this is a massive area to travel. There's so many different little bits and things you have to do. It takes a while. I will admit the game took me a little while to get into. I don't advise doing this often. Obviously, going on land isn't exactly a smart idea, but there are certain things that you will have to collect to advance. Because obviously there's 2 different forms that you can take, and there is a third form, a secret form. But obviously you have to, I think you have to complete everything 100% to get that form. So it's a case of making sure that you...
Everything about the bull shark is custom made towards survival.
I don't tend to like knife in the water too often, because if you're sitting on the water's surface, you can't see what's underneath you, and obviously in this bayou, it's full of sharks, basically. Not sharks even, alligators. So you want to be really, really careful about when you're knifing on the water's surface. But yeah, no, it's as I can't sing this game's praise enough. But it's a very, very good game. So I can't do anything there. As you can see, there's a gate there, but you have to be in elder form to access it. So obviously I will actually go for the next mission. So obviously I've got to do that. There's different things you've got to collect here, like these are landmarks. So we'll go and get that. So it's literally things like this, but this will give you massive XP.
Remember, when planning a cemetery, try to avoid high-risk coastal areas.
Obviously they'll give you rewards, which is most of the time it's just XP gains. Obviously you need those XP gains. As you can see, I obviously eat everything because obviously I'm getting points, which you'll understand when I get my first form or first part to my shark. Obviously, to some level, it's the realism is clever in the sense of the way the shark moves, but obviously you can't have a game where you literally just play a standard form shark. So you will get other forms. So you can get a bone shark and an electric shark. These are different evolution forms, because obviously as you're collecting mutagens, you mutate your form. Your form will mutate, which is good. As you obviously getting stronger and stronger, it's better for you. I love the bioelectric shark, or the bioelectric form of the shark. It's yeah, no, it's very, very good. So as I say, the red ones will always be the offensive, or the attackers, and they will try and fight you. So I found the one that I've got to hunt. So this is a hunted one, so this one's a lot stronger than I am. But obviously you get extra XP gains if you kill it. You gain health for feeding as well, so I recommend you feed as often as, if you take hits, feed and consume to regain health. You'll find out later when you go up against like some really big bosses. Like in each area you will come up against an apex form of each animal. So this isn't the apex form in this area. This is just obviously it's a mission.
I have no idea what it's doing here.
What's that? Yeah, no worries. I will stop talking from time to time because I will just be so focused on what I'm doing, Storm, so I completely understand. So now that's done, we find out what's next. So obviously you've got different things you have to hunt. So obviously gators, things like that. I tend to collect everything as you go, because obviously the more you collect of what in each area, the quicker your level goes up, which is how I've obviously was able to attain a
I have one of those
massive
new
form
pop-up
very
touch
quickly.
towers at home. Let me tell you, those things are just a magnet for air and debris.
If you can you'll get to a point where you can grab them and then thrash them about. Obviously thrashing them about will kill them a lot quicker, but it's not easy to get to that thrashing point. Once you get to that thrashing point, you're laughing, but it's getting there. I don't do this often, and I don't recommend it. Obviously, I don't recommend you do it regularly, because as you just saw, I started suffering health loss.
The solitary hunter stumbles upon
Once your
another
oxygen
source
runs
of
out, you
nourishment.
start dying very quickly. So I recommend staying in the water as much as possible, unless you have to leave it, but that's only if you really, really have to. Sorry, I will keep referring back to the map, because obviously I need to see what I need to do, things like that. So I'm obviously now moving into a network of cave network system, so I will move through and things I need to do will pop up. Like, this is just sonar, so obviously it will show what types of fish there are, what you can do with, like what you need, because certain forms, certain things need you to get certain amounts of different things. Obviously I have no other forms yet, no capabilities. I'm obviously just still a baby or pup. But I just like the visuals. Like, obviously it's a bayou, but the way the shark moves, the way it attacks. I think there was I would imagine that the developers did do a lot of research into the way the sharks move, how they attack their prey. Where's the license plate? Let's have a look. Right, we'll give it a go. There we go. I have to get... But like, every detail, it's really well thought out. Like, as you can see, I can sit there, you open the mouth, you can see right inside, all the details there, the way it should be, like obviously the gills, things like that. It's beautiful, it's an absolutely beautiful game. I'm just seeing, what quest do I have to do? So obviously like things I need to collect, things like that. As you get bigger, you need to consume more to then... Yeah, I'm not going to risk taking on a gator just yet. Once I'm like level 5 or so, I will take a shot at the gators. But until I'm strong enough to do so...
This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet.
So basically we've got to go back to the grotto. You can fast travel, but obviously just for prosperity's sake as far as gameplay goes, I will travel in the conventional manner. With this you will keep having to refer back to the map because obviously you need to know how to get there. So, but it's just the fact that I love games where you do have to refer back to the map, because obviously that way you know that you're actually sort of you're gonna really have to think about what you're doing as you move around, things like that. Obviously collect the mutagens, I recommend that highly. Anything like that, like albino fish provide the most mutagen. So these guys will just go at you every chance they get. Like fish like this, as you'll find out in a little while, you get sharks that will do the same. Like you'll go up against like hammerheads, great whites. So I recommend you get big quick, because obviously at the minute I'm in gator territory as well. So because I'm in gator territory, gators are a very difficult creatures to bring down in my current form. It's doable, I have done it before, but I tend to prefer to grow in size. It's now got 2 hunting me. As you'll see, I will go for like in-out attacks. I just find it easier rather than just trying to engage it like head-on continuously. Get in, get out. That way you're basically taking bites out of it and weakening it so that when you go in for that killer blow, it makes life a lot easier for you. My tactics may seem weird to most, but they do work. Once I start taking on apex predator, as you saw then, just obviously as you saw. For some reason I'm having trouble finding my grotto, I do apologise. Yeah, so now I'm in trouble because obviously I'm out of water. So my health will start dropping continually until I get back in water. So obviously now I will have to consume to regain that health. I'm probably going to have to fast travel to the area because I, for some reason, can't seem to find my way. So let's fast travel back, and in theory I should grow. There we go. So this is the next stage, so now I'm a teen.
The shark is now a teen.
There
and we should expect much angst, ennui, and poor decisions.
And as you can see, you gain new abilities and it increases your power. I recommend upgrading your abilities. Obviously sonar is an absolutely useful one to have because you can then send out a ping and find out where everything is in advance. I'm obviously now teen form, so I'm a lot bigger. Hi, Gaming Beast. But yeah, no, I love this game. I absolutely love this game. So now we've unlocked the next area, so we've got to go into here. The question is finding a way to it, which that's what I love, because obviously you have to explore, and obviously by exploring you then find things, and obviously you have to find things to then advance. I don't know whether I want to risk taking on a gator just yet, because obviously it's a lot bigger than I am, and if it suddenly decides to, it will kill me. I've been caught out before. I think since I played in my last playthrough, I died twice, which I put in about countless hours. Yeah, no, this game, I really highly consider you play this game, Beast. It is brilliant. It's fun, definitely fun. Like, obviously, the bigger you get, the stronger you get, the more fun it becomes, because obviously you're working your way up to becoming the apex of the sea, of this entire map. You will go up against certain apex forms, like in this area it's an apex barracuda, then you've got like apex gators, things like that. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. I don't really want to risk taking on a gator just yet. They're such angry creatures. Do you know what? For the video, I will take on a gator. Let's get this started. So you want to be careful because obviously the way gators can move in the water very, very quickly. Yeah, no, I have watched H2O. I watched a guy called Hollow. He plays a lot of different types of games, but yeah, no, he's a really good. I really enjoy his videos, so I do recommend you subscribe to him. But yeah, no, he's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to do several videos today. I'm not just going to do... there we go. So you got a hunted gator there as well, but that's level 15. Obviously the standard gators are level 8. I don't really want to be taking on a level 15 in my current form, because I'm just not strong enough in my current condition. We're really starting to get into... yeah, no, Scaly P, I do not like the guy. Obviously, he's killing sharks for the fun of it. I don't agree with murdering animals, to be honest. Like, my personal opinion is obviously humans. We've managed to bring a lot of different species of animal to extinction because we either hunt them for sport or we hunt them for really unnecessary reasons. And that includes sharks. Like, obviously, every year, the sharks are hunted for their fins. So they will basically, rather than use the entire shark, they will hunt them for their fins and then throw the carcass back in the ocean. So, I just don't understand why, what a need for it is. Because, obviously, shark fin soup, which means they basically hunted a creature that has predated us just for the sake of getting its fins. So yeah, no, I definitely don't feel for Scaly Pete, if I'm honest. And obviously, as you'll see as the game progresses, he gets what's coming to him. Because obviously, with the mutagens that I collect, you're basically becoming a mutated shark, so your genes mutate. No, I don't like. As in one of my videos on Jurassic World Evolution, obviously that guy made me force two dinosaurs to fight.
The appetite of this shark is nearly
Yes, no,
insatiable.
do you know what? I respect that gaming beast. I completely respect and agree with that. If the animal has a purpose, everyone has religious beliefs. I don't discriminate. Everyone has their different beliefs in everything. I can well believe that, because unfortunately humans have this habit of killing everything around them. But then when something like sharks kill humans, suddenly we have a problem with it. But it's all right for us to kill them in droves. I don't agree with it. Humans are quite arrogant of their own self-importance sometimes. Obviously, humans have great qualities. We do have great qualities, but the majority of, a lot of them, just kill for sport. It's not even. Yeah. I just have really strong views on it, if I'm honest. But I always have things like that. I have very strong views on certain things. So this is the new area. Obviously, every area you visit is completely different to the last. It's fantastic. No, do you know what? I agree with that. But then again, I don't agree with war. Like, obviously, this virus, unfortunately, has claimed tens of thousands of lives. Humans do more than that each year. This virus has actually killed less people than humans kill humans. Which, the statistics are yeah.
A shark's sense of smell is simply astonishing.
now we're starting to come up against much stronger hunters. So now we're in the new area. We'll start having a look around. I'll look around so you guys can see. But I like the fact that every area is different. You will get to the point where you go out into the Gulf Stream, into open ocean, and obviously, so in the open ocean, there's a lot more aggressive predators. You got prey to deal with as well, but different forms of prey. It's a fantastic game. Like, I was quite surprised because I'd heard about it months ago, but I didn't take any stock in it and didn't think much of it. But now, obviously, I've played it. I completely get it. So, and as I said, as I was saying, like, I've watched other streamers play this game, and I thought, do you know what? It's that fun. I will actually have a go at it myself. So I went out of my way to buy it. So we'll enter the new area.
The shark returns to the grotto to focus on personal transformation.
Platinum? I don't know what platinum is. If you could let me know, gamer. This is just there wasn't. I don't think this was a there is a like any more like just. I think it's just literally. Literally just a standard game. I think this is. Because I don't think they've released a platinum version or anything like that. Oh no, I don't know if I haven't done that yet. Literally, as I said, I've only just literally done one playthrough, and I decided that I was going to, now my internet's fixed, and we got it back, I was going to stream the game again, but for you guys, I might even just do one solid gameplay. Because, as I said, I managed to get to Mega Shark in one day, in the course of one day. Obviously, I was taking breaks, playing other games.
The bullshark
But
spots the barracuda's glinting scales.
Alright, a bit of feed. Yeah, no, fortunately, obviously I haven't been working due to this whole virus situation, but I will be going back to work.
Until local police departments settle a dispute over
I will show you, but a lot of these landmarks are actually Easter eggs. Like, you'll have different kinds, and I think it was brilliant of the developers to add it, because it just makes me chuckle. It does make me laugh. Like the different Easter eggs that they've added, in the sense of. So now we're in the new area. Let's have a look and see what we've got to do. So, groupers. Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's really, really cleverly done. The fact that they've added that, like, it's like a little quirk to the game. It gives you, like, the more you find, the more interesting it is, because you're just like random things. Like, it's like random different things that you found. There we go.
The artist spent 16 years building this sculpture out of trash pulled from the lake, only to have it thrown back in the lake by intoxicated locals.
Where was that license plate? Yeah. So obviously, as I say, I recommend as you go through, whatever you can access and collect, do so, because in the long run, it is definitely better for you. because obviously you need to collect as many of the resources as you can. Ha! See you later, Game Beast. Enjoy. Let's have a look on the surface. There's not much going on here. I'm just sort of going out into the open ocean, but I'm sort of being cautious about it because obviously there are gators. There are gators and things. Oh, there's a gator. Do you know what? Screw it, let's go. Let's have a crack at the gator. Ooh, it's like that. As I say, I'd recommend the in-out approach, because that way, well, unfortunately got bite out of me then. But I recommend doing it that way. You can tail whip it, but I don't tend to. Obviously, most of the shark's power comes through its jaws. You may get to the point where you will have to just like back off and there we go. And obviously killing the alligators are brilliant for your experience as well. These tend to yield the most experience and
In the kill
obviously
or
resources.
be killed world of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagens provide benefits that could mean the difference between life and death.
Oh, I can't wait to be when you're an adult, at least. It tends to be when you're an adult, you have a much greater chance of like latching onto them.
Encounters such as this are quick and impersonal things.
But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. I love it. But as I said, heavy. I have downloaded all the extras. So later on, if you're still up, I will be doing a playthrough of Jurassic World. But I will probably do one of the new mods, the new or DLCs. Get a start, like have a go on one of those, just so you can see, because they've introduced the original Jurassic Park into it as well. So you have to go back and start rebuilding the original Jurassic Park, which I am probably going to do because I love the concept of like being able to rebuild. Even better. So yes. But yeah, no, I'll be doing a playthrough of that, and I'll be doing the original the original Jurassic Park. So you'll be following the original like story in a sense. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. Which means that I can also now get like the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor, which I am so psyched because I need me a Indominus and an Indo, just because it's an Indominus and an Indo. Let's go for the groupers. The thing with these though, with these quests, they tend to be very clever about it, so I'll go and do the mission. Once I get to the mission area, there will be predators as well, so obviously alligators. So unfortunately I'm not big enough yet to be really proven to be a threat to anything. So you have to work here. I'm gonna have to work my way around. That's what I love, like as I say about the game, is you have to figure out the best way to get places. Like I know for a fact that in here there's gonna be gators. So I will approach this very, very slowly. Because obviously, yeah, there they are, gators. So I will have a go at it, but just be very, very careful about it. So there's 2 gators in there. Yes, I did. I have every single DLC for it that you can get heavy. I got all the DLCs, all the extra dinosaurs. I basically paid about £43 for the lot, but it's given me everything. So I will be doing gameplay on that later on, because it'll be nice to get back into it, because I haven't played it since. Obviously, any gameplays I do, I will do on the channel for you guys, so you can continue to progress with me. But yeah, so although I've been just recently, I've had a bit of a thing for Fortnite. I've been getting all my different skins and things. I don't know what it is. I never used to play the game, but just recently it's been grabbing my attention.
The fish and trap here don't use depth finders or GPSs.
Yeah, I don't.
They know this bayou by heart. Here, it's difficult.
Yeah, no, the deluxe edition gives you a couple of extra dinosaurs. I can't remember what ones it gives you, but it does give you a couple of extra dinos. I'm not going to go there yet, because obviously that is a death wish. What I am going to do is I am going to go for these locations and things, just to get my level up a bit, because obviously at the minute I am in teen form. I think once I reach level 10, once you're level 10 you're adult, once you're level 20 you're elder, and once you're level 30 you're mega. So by level 30 you'll be about half the size of a Megalodon. The Megalodon was, oh god, I can't remember the actual, I did know it, but the Megalodon is massive, bigger than a whale. Megalodons are bigger than whales, and because it used to enjoy whales as a food source. Ironically, yesterday I bought the Megalodon film, the Meg. Good film actually, and even though it's CGI, it sort of gives you an idea on what the size of a Megalodon would be. And to be honest, if Megalodons existed now, I would not want to be going into the ocean for any reason, because that was a apex predator in its own right. Cool. Yeah, no, you get some other hybrids apparently from Dr. Wu. I just don't know what they are, because I haven't started any of the missions for it yet. I'll do this for a couple of hours, then I will take the time to do that this afternoon, as I will obviously need to eat at some point and things like that. But definitely going to do it, just because it's a fantastic thing.
Shark versus dolphin, orca versus giant squid, boat versus pylon. When establishing dominance, the contest is usually a deadly one, with survival as the prize.
But yeah, I do recommend, I know it sounds stupid, but I really highly recommend you eat everything, because obviously the more you eat, the stronger you get when you start unlocking different body parts, because obviously you get a bone version of the shark and you get a bioelectric version of the shark. Don't even try it. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game. Fantastic. Probably, yeah, it's definitely worth the money. I'm hoping that they do bring out like DLCs and stuff for it, for this game, because that would be good if they could introduce different types of dinosaur. Introduce different types of shark that you can be, things like that. That I would enjoy. Barracuda. Obviously at the minute I'm just exploring because you have to explore to unlock, so as I'm obviously moving around I may start unlocking different things that I need to access like that. So over there's a chest, so that the objective now is to work out how to get to it. I don't recommend doing that, as I said. So that's intriguing. Oh, I think I just clipped their boat. So you will get hunters as well. Obviously, to advance with certain things, you will have to get hunters and things like that.
While most know him as the friendly face of Captain Winky's Fish and Chips, in real life, the pirate was a genocidal monster who murdered and enslaved thousands.
So that's what you have to watch out for with the gators, is they tail whip, and it will stun you if you're unlucky enough to get caught by it. No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. But there are a lot of YouTube videos, because I find stuff like that really interesting. There are a lot of YouTube videos with people saying that megalodons have been sighted. Personally, I don't know if that's true, because obviously if you think if a shark that size existed, we'd know about it, because they would be the apex. They would literally be the apex of the ocean, because not even a whale could stand up to it. Yeah, exactly.
Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst.
So now we're getting to the point where we're getting that much stronger that we can start taking down. Wow. I will keep attacking it. Obviously, I just recommend you withdraw, eat something, and then go in for another go.
A strange fish is to identify it first, then kill it.
As you can see, as I'm getting stronger and bigger, my attack methods will change.
Frequents the waters around Trash Island, where they enjoy a steady diet of hypodermic needles and used pregnancy tests.
Oh, they are saying... Well, no, they're Megalodon films. They say, because I have seen a couple of videos where like you've had underwater cameras and something has gone past and the sheer size of it and obviously there they speculate. It's more speculation than anything else. Obviously, megalodons clearly can't exist. Well, it might be yeah, they can't exist because obviously you can't have a shark that size and not notice it. Obviously, there are standardized sharks like great whites. In rare situations, can grow to be quite large and things like that. But no, megalodons went out. Megalodons are well and truly over and done with. That would be a horrifying idea if, yeah, if it actually did still exist. I'd never go in the ocean. Never again. I wouldn't want to risk it, if I'm honest. Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to risk it. Oof. No. Especially if that all it is if that thing opens its mouth, you're gone. That is it. There is no second guessing it. That thing opens its mouth, it swallows you. You're done. Game over. Wouldn't even have to chew. Huh. Horrifying thought. Yeah, no, there are. Obviously, humans have only explored something small. I think about 80% of our oceans remain unexplored, and if you're obviously you've got to take into account that humans can only go to a certain depth, whereas obviously there are fish that would live beyond the depths that we can get to that we've never seen before. So maybe one day we will get to the stage where we can get deeper into our ocean, but I don't see it happening anytime soon, if I'm honest. I've got to go after these gators at some point. And I've got to take on a boat. Let's go for the boat. That's what makes me laugh though, like really, because obviously humans are so eager to get into space when we don't know anything about our own planet, really. And obviously they're always finding land animals that we've never seen before and things like that. So I find it all fascinating, really. I don't find it fascinating the fact that obviously people think they're clever by killing like animals for the sake of it, for either sport or yeah. Well, that might be where the inspiration for Aliens comes from the goblin shark. Yeah, no, there's many fascinating creatures, really. There is a species of wasp that lays its eggs in its host. There's a species of wasp that will lay its eggs inside a host body, so that the creature then carries the eggs.
Catfish are monogamous, meaning someone special
during gestation.
someone won't be coming home tonight.
It's fascinating. It's all fascinating. But humans are so wrapped up in their own... Not all rubbish, obviously. There are positives. But humans are so wrapped up in what they're doing, they don't really take the time to notice. Obviously, you get marine biologists who are interested, things like that. Obviously, I find them fascinating. I wouldn't invest too much time in trying to find out, because obviously most of the information I accumulate off of YouTube. I absorb information that way. It's just the way I do it, really. I have to do this, so that's the only reason I'm now taking the time to out of here, get some food, and go for another attack. You're in my world now, boys. Is there another one? I swore there was another human. Apparently not. This is what I say, I love the detail, because obviously the ship's now sunk. Yeah, it's just the details of this game are very, very clever.
Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the Shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition.
We're about to hit level 6. That's an upside. You will notice though, as you get stronger in level, it gets so much easier to kill things. And then when your body, when you then gain the ability to also mutate your body, also another brilliant advantage. So we've advanced in size just a little bit more. Right. Oh, there's a landmark that I missed.
We appreciate the grant from Sunshine Solutions that made this show possible. We'd also like to remind viewers that mass cloning and gene editing for today's military is safer than ever.
I do love the quirky little comments this guy comes out with. Little known fact, I don't know whether any of you have seen Rick and Morty. The guy that narrates this is actually the guy that plays Jerry, so Morty's father, which I was quite amused by. Right, let's start actually getting stuff done. I really want to get in there, but there's 2 gators. Taking on 1 gator is hard enough at this stage. Taking on 2, well, that's a lot more complex. Yeah, let's hunt people. Let's hunt humans. So as you can see there, you've got each area. So they treat it like, the clever part is the way they portray this game is like you're watching a documentary. You get different episodes, and obviously this episode, it tells you what you need to do each episode. So obviously with this you have to do population control, so you have to kill specific types of animal to decrease population. You also have to reach infamy. So with the infamy ranks is you basically start hunting humans, and as you hunt humans your infamy rank increases. So I'll show you. So each one of these is a different type of person, and as you can see at the bottom there, like bioelectric teeth. So what that is that's a mutation, which is obviously part of the game. So that means that those teeth are then electrically charged. So when you go to bite something, it gives off a small static charge. So you have that chance to then stun your prey, similar to like a jellyfish in a sense. It gives you it stuns you. Well, what was it? Actually, no, it isn't. It's like the dinosaur, the Dilophosaurus. Obviously, it causes paralysis before it kills you, in a sense. And each one is different. So obviously, you've got different types of things you can get and you need. But yeah, no, it's brilliant. Obviously, then you've got the shark itself, the health rating, the mass rating, stuff like that. Obviously, up the top there is all the toxins and things you need. I've heard of it. I don't know what the name of that fish is though, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's got, obviously it has limbs, and yeah, it has a thick plate into its body. Did you, another little known fact, well, I'm not sure it's a little known fact, but megalodons, when attacking a whale, its jaw strength was that powerful in jaw strength that it could bite a whale in half. In one bite. It could literally bite the whale in half. Wouldn't want to meet a megalodon. That's just asking to die to come across a megalodon. So at this stage, obviously, it starts slowing down the experience gain. So this is the point when I really highly recommend that you just start getting all the quests you need to get done. Like start doing the quests, getting the areas sorted. Yeah, I highly recommend buying the game. It's just like, it's fun because in a weird sense you'd never thought you could have so much fun playing a shark. Like, I'd never played a game like it, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, there's a game on PC called The Isle, which is like an open world game, but you play different types of dinosaurs, you have to grow, and I've watched that gameplay, and I find it interesting. So I thought, do you know what, this game came out, and I thought, give it a shot, see what it's like. And yeah, I really highly recommend it, Zach. It's a fantastic game, absolutely fantastic game. As I said, I haven't completed it technically, but I got a lot done in a 24-hour period. But obviously with this whole lockdown, I've had a lot less time to do it. Yeah, if it's a shame, I would like it if I would quite happily play it if they brought Isle to console, because I'm not really a PC gamer. I used to be a PC gamer, but then obviously consoles came out, and that just got my attention more. Because obviously console, I like the diversity of it, different game types, and there's a lot of games that I love. Oh, this is going to be a bloodbath. I've just got to decide where to start. Yeah, shark. Bye. I will admit though, it's quite gory. So if you're young, I would at least let your parents know, because yeah, this game is quite gory. I was surprised how gory.
Flamingo boats have relatively few natural predators, with the exception of crocodile pool floats.
Where are you? So there are 2 predators on me right now. I love the I just love the way the shark attacks and eats. But I would imagine that they've done a lot of research into how a shark eats its prey, things like that. Because the detail of it is absolutely stunning, if I'm honest. Not that I would say I spend too much time sitting there watching sharks eat. But yeah, from what I've seen, I would say that it must be at least close to maybe how it is. I don't know really. It's one of those. Yeah, let's go on though. So we're about to get infamy level 1, so which means that I'm about to get attacked by hunters. Ideally, I'm not happy with doing it in teen form, but obviously you have to do it. It's a fun game to play. It's just, and you can lose a lot of time playing it. Like you'll start playing it and you'll be like, oh yeah, but I just need to do this. If I get this done or I get this done.
Her evolutionary function.
But yeah, no, it's. That's what I hope they do. Sort of like bring out DLCs for it as well. It would be nice to see some DLCs. Like, say for example, they bring in different types of super predators, like giant squid, things like that. Different things you could be, just to sort of make it more interesting. Because obviously it is interesting now, yeah, but I think it would be even more interesting if they brought in different types of like super predator. Or you could be different types of shark. What I will do actually is we'll go back into here. So obviously the only way you can upgrade anything is by coming back to your grotto. What I recommend is the sonar. I haven't got enough yet.
The shark returns once again to her safe haven.
But yeah, to upgrade to any sort of form of evolutions or anything like that, you have to obviously you have to make sure you have enough experience, hence why I'm obviously eating everything I'm coming into contact with, because obviously you need to then gain that, to have enough of the... Obviously I'm getting stronger now because it's getting easier to just grab them and kill them. As you'll find, like as the game progresses, you'll get a lot stronger, and once you're at that stage of being a lot stronger, well, if I had done my previous, like my game that I've been playing personally, I will quite happily just kill. I will quite happily just go up and rip a hammerhead apart like it was nothing. Obviously, once you get to that stage of being stronger, faster. And obviously you have to have the points to then level up each of its different types of abilities.
It's generally believed that a shark never sleeps.
They say that sharks don't sleep. In actual fact, I've found out that what sharks do is they sort of go into like a glide mode and they will close their eyes. So they'll stay moving, but they'll nap in a sense. But they will be in a constant state of motion while they do it.
Kind of regular there for me.
There we go, so that's done.
You say it's a tourist trap. But it's the only place to get a decent Sazerac that don't have me on their do not serve list.
Let's get the hunters involved, shall we? Obviously we have to get our infamy up to level 2. At the minute my infamy is not even level 1, so it might be a smarter idea to do it.
The rogue shark must now be killed and publicly displayed to satisfy the sea's
Yes,
thirst
exactly
for
right.
revenge.
If a shark stops moving, it dies. So they actually glide while they sleep, so that they remain in a constant state of motion. I think it's a clever evolutionary response. Like, obviously the shark has evolved to do that, which I find it brilliant, like fascinating.
The scourge of the swamp.
There we go. So basically you're going to have to kill this, you have to kill each of these different guys, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm going to rip him clean off. There we go.
Despite increased aerial surveillance, confidence amongst tourists and locals alike is
So now
far
we'll
from good.
Ow. That's the problem.
It is too often that
Because I'm
man
not strong
views
enough,
majestic beasts
I
like
will
the
die.
bull shark as
That's
a
the problem, is because I'm not strong enough, which you will find, obviously a lot of these predators, this is literally like it would be in life. If you're not big enough and strong enough, you're chum. You're dead. No questions. So obviously, I've got to level 1. I'm now going to equip the bioelectric teeth, and you'll see that the bioelectric teeth do make a difference. But that's my first death. I will actively make sure I don't die again.
Nowhere is the irreversible degradation of the natural environment more
now
obvious
we're
than
actually
dead
starting to
horse
get somewhere. So what we're going to do is we will add the bioelectric jaws. As you can see, that blue hue, I'm going to upgrade them. The information there says on bite, release an electric shock, inflicting 4 damage. So, and a stun counter. So obviously if you get a bite, you get that bite just right, you're going to do a lot of damage. So obviously you'll stun them, so they'll be in a state of like stun while you're basically laughing, really, because obviously that adds to your ability. And obviously that's what it looks like. But obviously as well, against boats and things like that, the bioelectrics are useful. Yeah, let's go. As you can see, every time I bite now, it stuns them. So it's sort of like makes my life easier when it comes to just killing what I need to kill. Because now I don't have to worry about it wriggling loose, because obviously I'm stunning it every time I bite, like every time I sink my teeth in. but you can change the fin, the head, the body, but you obviously do it by unlocking different parts. Like obviously now that I've killed him, it goes on to her, but she has the ability, so she increases health, but I will deal with her in a moment. I'm obviously just going to focus solely. Obviously you have to do different things. I'm just seeing. Oh, there's a chest there I haven't got. Let's go and get that. As I say, if you see the chests, get them. Why is it not showing up? This way. Obviously the sensors at the minute mean that I have a much better chance of like seeing what I'm doing. Oh, okay. There is a gator down here, I am certain of it.
Not really a gourmand.
No.
The bull shark will eat just about anything.
That's the upside to the, obviously the bioelectric jaw, is that obviously it means that when you attack, you have that chance of stunning the target. So yeah, I do recommend doing it, because obviously if you stun it first, life is just so much easier. I don't tend to like travelling through these tunnels, because obviously if a gator's up ahead, I'm in close quarters quintessentially, and obviously being in close quarters with an alligator is not a pleasant experience, I would imagine, for a shark.
Grim drama plays out under the quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks.
Getting there slowly. As you can see, every level you increase in size, which is quite good. So obviously the bigger you are, the more bite power you have. Like, as in, I don't know specific details on like obviously its bite capacity. Just realised I went the wrong way. I was supposed to be moving through this tunnel next, just to see what's here. Because obviously, as I said, you got to collect. There's loads of stuff to collect and do, and I obviously recommend you get it all. Because if I'm right, there is a secret. Oh, there is a gator in here as well. As you can see, that electric jaw is proving to be a invaluable asset. As I bite, if I get a good enough bite, then it will temporarily stun the gator, which makes my life easier as in eating it.
Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions.
It. Let's see what's down here, shall we? Nothing at all. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's two. That's two. Right, okay. Let's play. Obviously, as I get bigger, you'll see that I'll get a lot more confident with my attacking. I will... Oh, there's three. Oh. Hey. Ah, this is not gonna go well, so I'm gonna have to leave. With this game, you will find that attacking is not always the greatest of ideas. I do recommend that if you become completely overwhelmed, that you just run. Because if I'd stayed, they'd have killed me. It's bad enough my health is now low, so I'm going to have to try and find a food source. Oh, that is not going to go well if I don't get into the ocean zone. Well, that could have cost me more than I would have liked. If you can get if you can get that thrash going properly, like get a proper lock onto them, you can just kill them by doing that. I've done that before. Once you're much larger and obviously you've got more bite, like jaw strength, then yeah, it's fascinating, really. But I highly recommend you kill everything you come into contact with. Oh, an albino barracuda. Oh, I've got 3 of them. Running for. Pick a fight and then run. That's 2 out of 3. As you can tell, I'm getting stronger now, so obviously getting the kills is getting a lot easier. Close to level 7 soon as well. Obviously I'm doing this solely as well. What I recommend is you always make sure that you are leveling up your abilities. So obviously I need to increase my jaw strength so that I can increase the damage output from the electricity from the jaws.
Once again, the silent beauty of the sea turns red with blood.
I just like the fact that you got him narrating throughout the course of the game. It just makes you feel like you're part of a documentary, but you are playing the lead character in a sense. Now we've increased in size again, which means jaw strength. So we're getting that much closer to being an adult. As I said, you get a level adult status at level 10. Right. Got a take on this yet? Oh, it should be interesting. Right, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to leave it there. I've been doing it about an hour and a half now, so that was just the first part. Obviously I will bring more gameplay on this. That's a definite. I will make a point of it.
The shark returns to the grotto to focus on personal transformation.
Right guys, hope you enjoyed that. That was just obviously the first installment. I will start doing more gameplay for this as well. About 2 o'clock this time, so that would be about 4 o'clock for you, Storm. I will do some Jurassic World Evolution gameplay. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your morning, and I will see you all later. Take care.